So what is ITIL? Well, you're going to have people tell you that you can't do that. It's not ITIL. ITIL is a set of books, 5 books, called the ITIL Core. Now, each of these books is named after a life cycle stage. So there's a book called Service Strategy, a book called Service Design, a book called Service Transition, one called Service Operation, and a book called CSI. These books were sets of suggestions that were accumulated by the British government over time as to what the best practices are of the leading organizations who are the most competitive and most successful service delivery organizations. Know that ITIL is only a set of suggestions that are very general in nature, so everybody can implement those suggestions, but you probably will have to modify those suggestions for your organization. Here we see the 3 main life cycle stages that we're all used to dealing with: service operations, service transition, and service design. And as technologists, we've done a lot of designing that we roll out into the live environment without a lot of strategy or thought as to whether what we're rolling out actually will meet the customer's need. I create a service, throw it out there, you use it, it's better than drawing in the dirt with your finger, and you should be happy. Well, that worked 50 years ago. Today, we as an organization need to understand what we deliver in this purple square identifies whether or not the customer's going to be happy, and we need to define a strategy that ensures we understand what it is we are to deliver in advance of delivering it, and with the green circle, what we focus on as far as improving. Over time, if you don't improve your service and your service delivery, you will find your customers going and looking for other alternatives. These 5 life cycle stages are called the ITIL Core. So the core is built of 5 books, each of which gives suggestions about what happens in that life cycle stage. The first life cycle stage is called Service Strategy. And in Service Strategy, the goal is to be strategic. Second life cycle stage is called Service Design. That life cycle stage has activities for designing services and designing everything else required to make that customer experience complete and whole. Service Transition takes those services that we've designed and builds a prototype, tests that prototype, implements that prototype as a live service, provides early life support, and makes sure that the service will actually meet customers' needs when it goes out into the live environment. Service Operations manages that service from day one through its life cycle, the rest of its life, until it becomes either replaced by another service or not needed anymore. And then CSI oversees all the life cycle stages, looking for where we can improve and how we improve. So the ITIL Core is those 5 books. Anything not in those 5 books is called complementary guidance. So as far as the Queen is concerned, ITIL is the core of the world, and all suggestions you could possibly have that are good come from ITIL. Anything that you choose to use that comes from a consultant, a blog, any other framework, that's called complementary guidance. And it's okay to use that as long as you understand for this course, ITIL is the center of the universe. A third component is Web Support Services, which is a website you can subscribe to through the British government. And it has templates and process maps through a web subscription. You really don't want to look at that yet. At this point in time, you want to concentrate on the core material and how you apply that core material to your environment and make sure that any complementary guidance you choose, any modifications you choose, actually work for your organization.